Never built much
something
myself.
about building.
Not supposed
Mine
to
one of
whatever it
these
is.
at the agency.
You just say the word if you want to take a break.
Nice night. Means things with sharper eyes than us will be on the hunt. Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer. Nights like this, a warm spot with a cold beer would be heaven. Nights like this, a warm spot with a cold beer would be heaven.
That was Big Maybell, with a whole lot of shaking going on. And when you're as big as Maybell is, a whole lot. Hey folks, have some very unexpected news coming from the Commonwealth today. Out in Libertalia, specifically. As I'm sure some folks already know, a gang of raiders has been squatting there for a while now. Well, it sounds like those raiders are no more. Normally, I think we'd all agree, that might be cause for a celebration. But this time, it sounds like we'd have to thank the Institute. Haven't been able to confirm it, but that's the story we're getting. The Institute took out a bunch of raiders. If it's true, it may mean the Institute has come out of hiding. And that doesn't sound like a good thing. Diamond City Radio will keep you updated with any developments in the story. You can count on that. Here's Atom Bomb Baby by the 5 Stars.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside, 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
Let's get going already.
Affirmative. Here are the recall codes. Follow me. SRB intelligence reports indicate that the mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting.
Let's do this.
What? You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
Why are you so afraid?
I don't want to go back. Please.
Uh-huh. B257.
Here they are.
God, it's a Corsair.
Issue the reset codes and we'll relay...
Right. No sudden moves.
Please, no.
What's so bad about the Institute?
I couldn't take it anymore.
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest. All right, Synth.
Please!
Why don't you want to go back?
I don't know. I wanted... my own life, I guess.
Z322, initiate reset. Authorization code Gamma 49 Typhoon. I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
What's this about money?
Yes, money. Here. 60 caps.
Got any more on you?
What? No. I told you. That was all I had.
F633, initiate reset. Authorization code Delta 62 Arcus.
That's all of them. Objective complete. Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated. I will relay the synths back to the Institute. Report to Father upon your return, and... good work.
Leave that junk behind. You're just wasting it.
Never built
You
myself.
wanted to make me a second printing press while you're at it.
Thank you, Bob Crosby.
You have no idea what it's been like scrounging around for 2 centuries with this ugly mug.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful. You know, if there's anything I can do to lighten the load, or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
just heard Undecided by Ella Fitzgerald. Hey folks, time for some news. So, actually, this time it's more progressive. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths who are trying to escape the Institute. While it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually be out there. If so, it makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. It's a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there, it was this guy. You'd been singing about it too. Here's 60-Minute Man.
Movement detected. Curious.
Who's there? Someone present. Smashing! Smashing!
Possibly.
You pay for that!
This is gonna be a piece of cake! This has to be a I'm beginning to enjoy this. Okay, that was some...
I am unstoppable! The Commonwealth is ours!
Son.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Some air fresheners, a new coat of paint, and it'll all be good as new.
If only it were that simple. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They left me on ice. For 60 years.
They did. And for good reason. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. I'll admit, to not only do so, but
sure.
Extraordinary.
Your unconditional love is...
I can accept that you're offended. You must understand, though. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. An experiment. I had no idea. With the Commonwealth, perhaps most curious.
That's all this is to you?
No, that's not all. There are greater things. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much.
Concur. What do you mean, the synths will be repurposed?
Modifications will be made to correct the defects in their programming, and they'll be assigned to new duties within the Institute. Not the first or last. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course, but they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation, our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Do your
Aren't
thing.
you?
I'll keep an eye out. Find one of these at the agency.
You need protection. Everyone.
Let's see what you have.
Something
You. Well, I suppose we can...
Let's see what you have.
Odds and ends.
Hey, swatter, 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 swatter! Swing, swatter! Hey, who wants to look beautiful? Hairstyles from across the Commonwealth.
Got everything you could need. Med...
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Chems.
Huh? This better be an emergency.
I need some supplies, Doctor.
I suppose I could spare.
cares about you.
Polly.
Fresh meat. I ain't selling nothing else, so decide what you're getting.
I'll take a look, sure.
As fresh as it can be.
For your hair, I'm thinking highlights.
All right.
Let's get to it. Just sit.
whatever. Here's Nat King Cole with orange-colored sky.
Hey there. I got an empty...
Protection for sale! Hand-tooled pieces!
Shop in safety. No sense allowed at the surplus.
何にしますか?
Tell me a joke.
何にしますか?
Yes?
Don't let the stress of life kill you. Relax with some chems.
I don't know why we let Valentine live in the city. He saves 1 or 2 people, and everyone forgets he's a freaking saint.
Mentats, buff up, stim
Look,
packs,
just leave me
carrot,
alone.
everything to even you out.
Don't be caught dead! Protection from Commonwealth weaponry!
Don't talk to me. Might attract someone's attention.
Hi.
Oh no. Whatever it is, keep it to yourself. Better that way.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's...
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
Doctor, I left a copy of the lab report on your desk. Did you get a chance to read it?
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I don't know. What do you usually do in your spare time?
Read test reports.
I don't think so.
It's all right. I wouldn't expect you to have. The project has been classified from the beginning. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
Right. Such hard times down here.
I would never disagree that life in the Institute is better than above ground. We have done much to ensure it. Now, we take things even further. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Nuclear power? That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Not in our hands. I assure you this is the answer. This is the future. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Can't be serious.
Everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy. You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate, and the Institute at large, will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Dr. Fillmore.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
I need some details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Of course, that's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top already. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Oh man, I have one of those, but it's in my other pants.
You wouldn't recognize one if it fell on your head. That's why I'm going to retrieve it.
You're going? That complicates things.
Not really, no. I admit I'm not fond of going up top, but I promise to stay out of your way. This device we're after, it's very sensitive equipment, and it's pretty damn old. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I trust myself more. So, are you going to put up a stink, or can we get moving?
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay.
Hidden forever. Not if I have my say.
This time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting. Or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again. Ever. If you get my meaning. Up next, it's Wynoni Harris with
Hey.
Time to trade a few things.
Something of a pun.
There's no sport to spilling blood if a person ain't earned it. Lucky for us, the Commonwealth provides.
Hey.
That reputation may have contributed to recent talk of a less than legitimate endeavor of hers. Except there's a bit of a twist. Bobby has very conspicuous...
Better be worth it.
Word is, there's no trade. This time, whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting, or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again.
Not a lot of folks would travel with a hero. My panic on this man.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
World's always gonna have time. I get my way.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
I don't think we're alone.
What a waste.
Made it another day. Guess we did something right.
Do we know if there's anything? Can either light the load, or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
Hey! Mind if we swap some things around, dog meat? Everything okay, boy? Hey.
What is it? Aw, and here I thought you wanted to snuggle.
Hey.
Need something?
So, you got a ride of choice? I'm usually a mentat school myself.
Stays hidden forever.
Intellectual.
At least, not if I have my say.
You just say the word if you want to take a little temporary.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
That's what I'm talking about.
Powers for good. What's the angle here?
You just say the word if you want to take a little break.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
So, you ready to get this show on the road? Can't help stick.
Nice day. Where are we headed?
So, you got a ride of choice? I'm usually a mentat school myself. Makes me feel intellectual. So, you ready to get this show on the road?
Not now.
Suit yourself.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
So, you ready to get this show on the road? That's right. Take it all in.
Betty Hutton there with It's a Man.
Looks like my dazzling personality got another one. Can't help staring, huh? That's right. Take it all in. Looks like my dazzling personality got another one. Can't help staring, huh? That's right. Take it all in. Looks like my dazzling personality got another one. Can't help staring, huh? That's right. Take it all in. Looks like my dazzling personality got another one. Can't help staring, huh? That's right. Take it all in. Looks like my dazzling personality got another one. Can't help staring, huh?
Coming at you almost live from Diamond City. I'm your host, Travis Lonely Miles. And this is Diamond City Radio. Dead set up making it shake. Big Maybell.
Sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them. Sign of the agitator. We'll have to search the rest of the building.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
It's an ambush!
Target located.
Where was that? Oh, no. Over here! Over here! Nope, wiping the floor with you.
Don't give up!
Hold up.
Gotcha, you bastard! That's more like it.
Blow the conduit! Now!
It's close. I'll give them that.
Can we quit sucking down rads?
Non-stop music and all the latest news. This is Diamond City Radio. Up next, Frankie Carl and Marjorie Hughes share their hope for one more tomorrow.
No mercy.
There's the reactor. Not a bad piece of work for its time.
Looks like a big pile of junk to me. Leave that junk behind. You're just wasting space.
Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels are almost off the charts. I'll monitor things from here.
Let me know if you want me to help with that lock. Or any lock, for that matter. Getting into places I'm not wanted is a talent I've acquired over the years.
Heads up.
Sure. Just keep your shirt on.
Think you can unlock that?
I'm out of bobby pins. Have any on you?
Heads up.
This is my favorite part of the job.
Look alive.
Yeah?
See what you can do.
Will do.
You just heard crawl out through the fallout. There are some recent rumblings from Good Neighbor, and I do mean that as something of a pun. Self-proclaimed legitimate businesswoman Bobby No-Nos has something of a reputation around the Commonwealth. That reputation may have contributed to recent talk of a less than legitimate endeavor of hers, except there's a bit of a twist. Bobby has very conspicuously disappeared, Word is, there's no trace of her in Good Neighbor. It's unclear at this time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting. Or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people
This
and
one
won't
might be
be
rough.
seen
Don't get your
anywhere
hopes up.
again. Ever. If
Oh,
you get
for the
my
love
meaning.
of... Stupid lock.
Here's one from the ink spots, courtesy of me.
So close.
Travis
Guess
Lonely
I'm getting
Miles.
rusty. Damn! Broke a pin. I'll try again. Not happening. This... One's for me.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed. Thing we're looking for. It should be a report at the top of the readout. Security alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency backup. Please wait. Decontamination complete.
Why would they? They're a bunch of mindless soldiers.
I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Where'd they go?
Life signs detected.
Someone there?
That was Billie Holiday. Diamond City Radio wouldn't be possible without the help of some wonderful businesses here in town. Commonwealth Weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect yourself.
Never.
Here's a pick-me-up for you. It's Bing Crosby with Accentuate the Positive.
Nice work bringing that road.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
I apologize for any disruption.
Dr. Fillmore.
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
Any additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed.
Sounds like those raiders at Limitalia. Quite a handful.
How's your energy level? Feeling any fatigue?
No more than I'd expect from a man of my age.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be all for now.
But I haven't quite finished.
I believe we're done now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. It would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced tech. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus on the present. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Oh, good. Here I was afraid I'd have nothing to do.
Very funny. There's something that needs your immediate attention. While you were working with Dr. Fillmore, a small team was dispatched elsewhere in the Commonwealth. Dr. Thompson was tasked with inviting someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute.
That sounds unusual. I thought you didn't...
Usually you would be correct. This time, however, there was no indication that this would be a problem. But the arrival of the team was an unwelcome surprise to Mr. Wallace. Somewhere along the way, he must have realized we'd been monitoring him from a distance. He called in mercenaries to defend him. I'm sure there's nothing we can't handle. Ensure the safety of the team and Mr. Wallace, and I'll be waiting.
Goodness sake, be reasonable. I know you can hear me, now
What's going on?
What's the use? Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as Father's successor. They've taken control of the bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
Oh, great. Like I don't have enough problems.
Well, I'm sorry you've been inconvenienced, but solving personnel issues is part of it.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I believe I can help with that. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the bioscience. From there, you should be able to communicate. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command. That should give you some options. Just...
Can't pick this.
Here we are. Just give me a moment. There, it's unlocked.
Winona Harris, folks. Let's hope his grandma got the help she needed.
Hostile, you must be terminated.
Thought you heard everything, folks. There are tales being told about a very strange looking machine being built out there in the Commonwealth. Friend Travis here has yet to learn what this thing is for, but I can tell you, imaginations are running wild. Wackiest version I've heard so far is that this thing is supposed to somehow
I thought I heard
contact
something. Made it past the guards, Impressive.
Now, I don't think I believe that, but...
Dr. Higgs.
If you've come to change our minds,
and whoever's
then
building it can hear me, put down the wrench, friend.
I know you're angry.
Oh, you're wrong. You see,
Anyone
I've
else out
tried
there
talking.
knows what that thing
Let's
does?
see if anyone can
Come
afford
see your old friend Travis Lonely Miles. I'll keep you up to date, as always. Here's another one from Betty Hutton. Guys, don't take this personally.
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
How could you hope to lead us when you hardly know anything about what we do? I'm sure you mean well, but you must see that it's an impossible task.
Maybe, maybe not. All I'm asking is that you keep an open mind.
I'm sorry, but our minds are made up.
Can't you at least give me a chance?
A chance? What do you think, Max?
Even the most fastidious researcher must sometimes take a leap of faith. I say let's give it a try.
Very well, then. Open the door, and let's return to the fold.
Synths, abort command override and resume normal functions.
No way to pick this.
Scanning. Subject. Identified. I honestly thought Dr. Lee or Dr. Holdren would be appointed to succeed Father.
We have several people qualified to become the next director. Father's lost his... Father can't be serious. How's an outsider supposed to know how things work here?
Bravo. I admit I was fearing for the worst, but I can see that I underestimated you.
I'm starting to get used to that.
I apologize. I won't doubt you again. There is one further matter to discuss. Obviously, some kind of disciplinary action must be taken here.
They were prepared to let everyone starve to death. They have to die.
I understand. I'll see that the mess and
I agree.
I suppose I should also... Well, there's much to do, so I'll get...
Yes?
Carla,
You again. Here to trade?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Here's what I got.
Here for work? We could use some help picking melons if you...
Leave that junk behind. You're just wasting space. What the hell was that? This more often.
Sweet. Hey.
You got a second? I got something I want to say to you.
Hey, man. You need some chems?
That was anything goes by
Sure.
Cole Porter.
Let's take a look.
This is all I've got.
Right.
Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. Huh. All right.
Never
Really, aren't you?
That's enough sense. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? This is Travis Lonely Miles bringing you Johnny Mercer's personality. Something I only recently acquired, as I'm sure you're all aware.
Hancock.
Look who it is. We head out again?
Not now.
Suit yourself.
Hey.
You have time to talk now. Still have something important.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Appreciate it. We've been on the road together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But through all that crap, I notice you've always been sticking by me. You know, watching me back and making sure I don't do anything stupid. I think maybe it's time to tell you a little bit.
I appreciate your trust.
Well, you're the first to earn it. It all starts with two wastes of humanity I suppose you could call me parents. I'm convinced I was a mistake, because I can't remember a single moment that they treated me like their daughter. I was yelled at and beaten. Everything I did was wrong. Nothing but a nuisance in their eyes. The whole time I was telling myself that they had to love me, even if it was just the tiniest bit, because they never kicked me out. Then me 18th birthday arrived, and I found out why they kept me around. They slapped a shock collar around me neck and sold me to slavers. They didn't even care enough about me to say goodbye. 18 years of suffering through that shite, and all I was worth to them was a pocket full of caps.
My God, I'm so sorry.
Thanks. But there's more to the story. It would be easy to blame me charm and personality on me parents, but they didn't make me this way. I did. I was with those slavers for 5 years. Roughest 5 of me goddamn life. The things they made me do. The way they used me for their amusement. It sickens me to me stomach even thinking about it. But I bided me time and learned to use their own methods against them. Stealing a few caps out of a sleeping man's pocket is a piece of cake. As long as you don't get greedy.
I don't know how you survived.
That makes 2 of us. It took every ounce of patience I had. But after 5 years, I had finally pocketed enough to buy me own way out of there. But instead of heading off to try and repair the shambles of me life, I gave in to me rage and I headed home. You can imagine the look on me parents' faces when I kicked open their door. What you can't imagine is what they looked like after. After I emptied me gun into them.
You did what you had to do.
Did I? When I close me eyes, all I can see is their faces twisted with fear. And then my mind starts wandering and I start judging myself. And it's ripping me the fuck apart. You'd think I inject myself with all that shite and drink myself drunk because I'm a tough Irish girl. I do it so I can forget and move on with my miserable life. So there you are. The entire flawed package known as Kate. Stripped bare for your perusal.
I'm proud of you.
I knew I was taking a chance telling you all this, but I never expected you to say you were proud of me. I think I needed to hear that from you. Thank you.
I'm always here for you, Kate. There's nothing you can say that would ever change that.
Oh, well, that's not what I expected you to say. Sorry. I didn't realize you cared that much about me. And here I thought I was being stupid, bothering you with me problems. It feels good to know if I need you, you'll be there for me. And I'll always be there for you, too.
And that was Roy Brown.
Who's there? Last mistake!
Hey.
There are some rumblings from Goodness, and I think that is something of a pun. Bobby Dodo has something of a reputation around the Commonwealth. Reputation may have contributed to talk of a legitimate devil of hers. Except there's a bit of a twist. Bobby has very conspicuously disappeared. Word is, there's no trace of her in Good Neighbor. It's unclear at this time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting. Or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again. Ever. If you get my meaning. Here are the Ink Spots with their take on being in love.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this.
Uh-huh. How exactly did this happen?
I'm not suited for field work. I've said that. There was no indication that Wallace had been in contact with anyone or was aware that we might be watching him. If I'd known, I don't know. I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all.
Right. If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right, I suppose.
Just get to the damn information. Who am I shooting?
I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know. Let's just get Wallace and get...
We've already drawn enough attention.
I'd love to. There's just... well, I was thinking...
Talk is cheap. Maybe it's time to kick in the door.
No. We need this man on our side. He needs to see that we'll help him as much as he'll help us. Just don't antagonize him.
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Please, try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me! That's what you people do! I've heard all the stories. I know exactly...
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine. What do you want from me?
The Institute needs your help, Mr. Wallace. It's as simple as that.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine. I'll go.
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director. Okay, thanks. I mean, thanks.
Oh, screw you. There are plenty of things I'd rather have done.
Wow. Okay. Message received. I'll see you back in the Institute.
Wow. Diagnostic while you're tinkering. Take your time. There's no sport to spilling blood if the person ain't earned it. Lucky for us, the Commonwealth arrives.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know, if you need anything too, Fred.
World's always gonna have tyrants. If I get my way, I get a lot less.
Plenty of folks want to make life hard for people just trying to survive. I'm not willing to stand for that kind of shit.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
If someone needs help, we help them. If someone's hurting, we hurt them. It's not hard.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
You just say the word. Take a look. Temporary.
Nice night. These things with sharper eyes than us would be on the hunt.
You know, things are looking up. I can feel it this time.
Not a lot of folks would travel with a ghoul, even one with my kind of charisma.